revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the goal. Just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Houston Texans. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Shadow.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Ball 50. 56. Mike, 56. Hey, ball 66.
Throwing on second down. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Wait, set 29. Alpha. Hey, 66. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 56.
On play action, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
I don't think you got it, son. Check 31, check 31.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Time to go, night-night. Alert! Buzz! 56 is the mic. You can't block me.
Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Houston.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, and that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensitive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey. 72. 4 down. Hey, wahoo! 41 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 41.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson gonna give this one to Miller. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get this. Go Bandit. Kill. Hey, second.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Wait, 20. 56. Hey, here I come. Cover.
Now Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check it, reload. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you. Hey, let's go up. No, 66. Check. Lucky.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive, as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
What? Hold 50. Say regular. 36. Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6 guys, 55. Whip. Watch the whip.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And Stills bringing it in. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll run for it with Miller. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Lamar Miller stops short of the sticks. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert! Hey, Alpha! I got you! 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check to Aaron.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. From the 35 on second down, Brady. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
I'm here all day. Bang, bang, bang.
Again, it's Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've Got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, 66.
To throw again. Brady, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I hope he's going to trap. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, check it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,